Well, good evening and Happy New Year to you all. Yes, welcome to a wet Chigwell Construction Stadium for West Ham's third Premier League International Cup game of the 25-26 season. German heavyweights Borussia Dortmund are the visitors to Dagenham tonight, knowing a win over the Hammers is a must if they still harbour hopes of earning a quarter-final berth. Unfortunately for West Ham, whatever they do, progression cannot be attained. So tonight is a golden opportunity for these academy players to test themselves against European opposition and maybe catch the eye of senior management. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Ian Waterhouse and I will be guiding you through the action. And as ever, the live chat is open to get your comments and your shout outs in, and please hit that like and subscribe button to keep up to speed with everything West Ham United across the men's senior side, the women's team, the under-21s and the under-18s here on YouTube. Yes, it's West Ham United under-21s against Borussia Dortmund 2 in the Premier League International Cup, and it's live. You can see the players about to make their way out onto the pitch, which gives us just enough time to run through the lineups for you, starting with the home side, West Ham United. Of course, the lead coach, Greg Lincoln. Your goalkeeper tonight is number 1, Tom Worcester. 2 is Jethro Medine. 3 is Tyrone Akpata. 4, and your captain, Preston Fearon. 5 is Emmanuel Fajokwu. 6 is Dimitri Kalau. 7, Alicia Soonmi. 8 is Riley Hagen. 9 is Josh Landers. 10 is Dan Rigg, and 11 is Gabriel Kalist. For your substitutions tonight for West Ham United, number 12 is Thomas Johnler, 13 Reece Byrne, 14 Martin Pagehead, 15 Dan Cummins, 16 Isaac Thomas, 17 Joel Kerr, and 18 Jonathan Unwin. For Borussia Dortmund, they line up like this. Your goalkeeper is number 1, Aaron Held. 19 is Danilo Krevson. 27 is Jonas Feddersen. 18 is Romeo Ritter. 8 is Tim Degener. There has been a slight change as well. Number 9, Musa Kaba, was injured in the warm-up, so in comes Luke Fahrenholz to replace him. Number 10 is Samuel Inacio. 21 is Nick Cherney. 11 is Mathis Albert. 26 is Usman Diallo, and number 7 is Taken Sibasi. Your substitutes for Dortmund tonight, number 22 is Jan Mattis Verbeyen. 2 is Nicholas Koenig. 13 is Miguel Adji. 15 is Justin Hoy. 17 is Thierry Tazimeta, and 20 is Tom Faust. So I can see a lot of you getting in contact with us in that live chat as well. Thank you so much. Do keep them coming in. And I can see a lot of you going a little bit confused. The under-21s did play last night as well against AFC Wimbledon in the EFL Trophy 4-2 defeat against the Dons. So as you can imagine, quite a few changes. In fact, Dan Cummings started that game against AFC Wimbledon last night. He's on the bench tonight. Tom Worcester, Dimitri Kalau, Josh Landers, Gabriel Kalist, Jethro Medine and Tyrone Akpata were all at the game last night. In fact, it was Landers, Kalist and Medine who did make substitution appearances as well. So, Premier League International Cup. Do keep your comments coming in. This is how it looks at the minute in Group D. Sunderland are currently top of the table. They've played 3, 1, 2, drawn 1, haven't lost any. They're on 7 points. The reason West Ham cannot qualify for the knockout rounds, they currently sit bottom of the table, having lost to Sporting and Athletic clubs so far, but more importantly, Leeds and Anderlecht do have to play each other, and a win or draw for Leeds will guarantee that they finish on a minimum of 7 points. Anderlecht are on 4 points, so if they were to win, they would move on to 7 points. Whatever happens, West Ham cannot achieve 7 points. They can only get a maximum of 6, so unfortunately they are out. Borussia Dortmund can still qualify. They're currently 5th in Group D. They've played 2. They've won 1. Ironically, that win coming against Leeds United, to lose to Manchester United last time out, who are 2nd in the table. But they're on 3 points from their 2 games. They can still end on 9 points. They've got West Ham tonight and Sunderland up next in the Premier League International Cup. Well, lots of you getting in contact. Let's just read some of these out, shall we? It's a lot of you supporting the Hammers. Adiel Tribe says, come on Hammers. Sean Duffy, come on West Ham. A lot of you really do get in contact. So Benji says, I reckon Ajalo and Orford being called up to first, either that or being rested. Yeah, Lewis Orford has been on fire of late, hasn't he? In fact, he was on the score sheet last night. He also scored in that 5-1 win over Aldershot, and he was on the score sheet against Sporting. He's got 3 in his last 3 for West Ham under 21s. You can see we're about to get underway under the lights here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. It's been very, very wet indeed, and we're about to get things underway. Get your score predictions in as well. Let me know, what do you think the score is going to be tonight? Pressure off a little bit really for West Ham, but can they steal the show and catch the eye of senior management? And we are now underway. As we said, unfortunately defeat for West Ham last night against AFC Wimbledon, but there's a lot of football still to be played for the Hammers. In fact, they get their Premier League 2 campaign back underway next Monday against Chelsea. Haven't played in Premier League 2 since November. Victory over Liverpool, but just before Christmas, you may have watched it here on the West Ham United YouTube channel, did beat Aldershot Town 5-1 in the National League Cup. West Ham are the only under-21 side to have reached the quarter-finals, and they will travel to Boston United on the 27th of January. It's a Tuesday night to take on Boston up in Lincolnshire. And of course the rather large matter of Premier League 2 as well, second half of the season, that gets back underway this coming Monday for the Hammers. Borussia Dortmund just holding possession. It's just been pushed out well by the number 8 of Riley Hagen. Benji, yes, you did get red, so do keep the comments coming in. I will read them out. If you're celebrating something today, let me know. If it's your birthday or you've got an anniversary, pop it in that comment section. We'll see if we can give you a bit of a shout out. If you've ever listened to my commentary before, do have a couple of quiz questions coming up for you. We'll wait for a little break in play before I give you the first half question. They're just for fun. You don't win anything, but I've got a couple of crackers for you today. Borussia Dortmund just holding on to the ball. Back to Aaron Held in goal. Aaron Held joined from the Nuremberg under-17s in 2023. It's a cracking name for a goalkeeper, isn't it, Held? And he's got the ball at his feet right now. Well, it might not be quite going to plan for West Ham, but more on that in a minute, because they're driving into the box at the minute. Here is Sounmi. He's just been hustled off the ball, but West Ham camped in the Dortmund half at the minute. It's been a bright start for the young Hammers. Back to Tom Worcester, the former Barnsley youth man. He's had a bit of senior experience as Tom Worcester. He's had loan spells at Ramsbottom and Macclesfield Town and Farnsley Celtic. Dortmund holding on to the ball. Well, this Borussia Dortmund 2 side playing Germany's 4th tier, the Regional Liga West. Currently find themselves 5th in the league after 18 games. They've won half of them. 9 wins, 5 draws and 4 defeats. In fact, they're big goal scorers as well in Germany's 4th tier. They've scored 42 goals. Only Fortuna Köln, who sit top, have scored more. And they have scored 11 goals in their last 5 in all competitions, have Borussia Dortmund 2, although they did lose by 2-0 against Manchester United last time out in the Premier League International Cup. Before that, they beat Leeds by 3-0. Then in the German 4th tier, they beat Paderborn by 1-0. They beat Köln 5-3 away. And they're charging into the box. It's a good tackle there by the number 8, the captain, Tim Degener, the 19-year-old defensive midfielder. Charging down was Jethro Medine. I don't imagine Medine will play the entire game tonight either. He did come on as a substitute last night against AFC Wimbledon, so it's been a busy old period for him. But Preston Fearon, the captain, he's going to head on over to take the first corner of the game. 4 minutes on the clock, 0-0 here. It's gone all the way through. A bit of a waste there. Troy's just said, where is Hegyi? Well, I've been doing a little bit of a West Ham loan watch at the minute. I can tell you, Christian Hegyi, he's just gone out on loan to the Hungarian top flight side MTK Budapest. So that's why Christian Hegyi is not in the West Ham United lineup. Tom Worcester and Rhys Byrne is the backup goalkeeper tonight, the 21-year-old, the Republic of Ireland Youth International. He's on the bench. But I can't imagine he'll expect to get any game time unless Tom Worcester gets injured, which we certainly hope he does not. Here's Diallo now for Borussia Dortmund over on the right-hand side. He's just ran into a bit of a West Ham wall, and the Hammers can clear it far down the pitch over onto the left-hand side, and charging onto it is Josh Landers. He's had a busy period too. He came on as a substitute last night against AFC Wimbledon. The Scotsman Josh Landers, actually he's played 2 league appearances for Hibs. A couple of caps for Scotland under 16s as well. So here's Riley Hagen to take the free kick for West Ham. They've started this game brightly. What have you made of it so far in the early stages, Hammer fans? Let me know in that live chat. Comes the free kick. It's headed on to the back post and whipped away by Dortmund. It's going to be out for a West Ham throw deep inside the Dortmund half. Early stages, just 6 minutes in here, 0-0. A few people, you could see a smattering of people come out tonight to watch it in the chilly weather we've been having. The throw is taken. The Chigwell Construction Stadium here, the home of Dagenham Redbridge. They're playing in the National League South. Been a lot of postponements up and down the country though. I don't believe Dagenham's game went ahead at the weekend. And now Worcester whips the ball into a little bit of no man's land. It's going to run all the way through to Aaron Held. Dortmund pick the ball up. It's cut out well though. West Ham looking to break in the centre of the park. Now it's switched over to the left side. And a crunching tackle there. That was Diallo dispossessed. He was running onto it and taken out. Well, Dortmund again, captain their own half at the minute. Back to Aaron Held. Victory is a must really for Borussia Dortmund if they want to get through to the next round. If you're unsure of how the Premier League International Cup works, more on that in a minute, because Firon just feeds the ball through. The shot comes in, it takes a deflection. It's going to be another corner. It was Josh Landers with the strike. I think it whipped off the number 27 there of Jonas Feddersen. Yeah, Feddersen with the final touch. Corner for the Hammers. Second corner of the game. Over on the right side. Firon heads over again to take it. Eight minutes in, 0-0. Firon whips the ball into the box. It's headed straight away though by a Dortmund head. Played back, and is there an opportunity for Dortmund to break? No, there isn't. West Ham pick up the loose ball again. And it goes back to Akpata into the centre circle. Now switch to the left side with Fujukwu. Here is Firon. Preston Firon's not part of the travelling side for AFC Wimbledon last night, and the ball is given away poorly. There's an opportunity to break for Dortmund over on this left-hand side, starting to get bodies forward. The first real attack for Dortmund in the game. It's whipped in and the shot comes in. Worcester palms it away. And first major attack from Borussia Dortmund over onto the left-hand side. That's Mathis Albert. Worked his way into the box. You can see his intended target there was Sabassi. Worcester does well to knock it away. Jay Woods says wants to see Daniel Cummins get some minutes. He did play last night against AFC Wimbledon. I imagine he might make an appearance, but a little bit later on for the final 10 minutes or so. Throw for Dortmund. It's Feddersen, goes back to Held. 10-minute mark almost up here, 0-0. Dortmund have hit the target, but West Ham have enjoyed most of the possession in the opening 10 minutes. It's been a fairly solid start. And again, back to Aaron Held. Dortmund just happy to hold on to the ball in their own half for as long as they possibly can here. Now they're looking to thread the ball forward, but again, West Ham seem to pick up the poor balls forward from Dortmund. Under pressure, but deals with it well. Now it's at the feet of Emmanuel Fujukwu. Also playing for the under-18s, Fujukwu. Also got Dutch citizenship as well. Here he is again, the number 5 for West Ham. Back to Worcester. Ralph says, was that Theron with a sloppy pass, number 4? There's been a couple, but still a long way to go in the game. And here is Theron now. Short ball forward, just trying to draw the Dortmund players away. Here's Kalist to the left side with Akpata. Back to Theron now. And now it's West Ham's turn just to hold on to possession inside the Dortmund half. Try to work an opening. Drag the Borussia Dortmund players away. Here's Dimitri Kolau, the Paris FC man. Oh, it's a lovely through ball. Charging onto it is Sounmi. Gets into the box and the shot's just dragged wide. Right of the right side post. Be a little bit frustrated with himself that he didn't at least work the keeper there. But what a lovely ball through. Here is Sounmi. Had time as well. Just trying to find the bottom right hand corner. Blasted into the side netting. Instead it just whips across the face of goal and goes out. But a real show of intent from the Hammers. I'll see if I can ask the German commentator to drop his voice. Yes, we'll see what we can do. But Dortmund now working their way into the box, still charging forward. It's Sabassi who's looked dangerous. He was the one who had the shot earlier on for Dortmund. Now it's whipped over the top to Dan Rigg. West Ham just slow the play down a little bit. Theron, nice little one-touch football, but Dortmund come away with it in the centre circle. 12.5 minutes played, 0-0 here. And the ball back with Aaron Held now. Here's Dortmund with Inacio, the Italian, over onto the left side. Oh, it's nicely worked by Dortmund, but they just run the ball out of play. Well, West Ham fans, we've got some massive home fixtures coming up and great value tickets available right now. You can bring the whole family to the London Stadium as we host newly promoted Sunderland on Saturday the 24th of January. And a 12:30 kickoff. Tickets are available now of adults from just £35 and kids for only £1. Well, that's good. It's a great day out for the family, a chance to roar on the boys at home. Just head over to get your tickets at whufc.com/tickets. Here's Sibassi to the right side, the number 26 of Diallo. Now it's Dortmund's turn to enjoy a spell of possession. Trying to open the play up a little bit. West Ham come away with it. Now they're muscled off the ball and it goes back to the yellow shirt inside the centre circle. Worcester whips the ball forward, but again it can only go as far as the captain, Degener. Over onto the left-hand side, it's a strong tackle, but it's been given away of West Ham. It was Samuel Inacio going toe-to-toe with Jethro Medine. Inacio's a 17-year-old forward. He is Italian. Had his youth at Atalanta before coming to Borussia Dortmund. Joined the club in 2024. Actually has 17 under-17 caps for Italy. And now Dortmund pick the ball up, probing forward. It's gone back to the number 19 of Krevson. Nice little flick on there. Well worked. Sabazi trying to feed the ball through. The number 7 taken. Sabazi is the player certainly to watch out for at the minute for Borussia Dortmund. Sabazi scored in this competition. Was on the score sheet against Leeds in that 3-0 win for Dortmund. It's that win that is giving the German side a little bit of hope in this competition. They can still end it on 9 points, but they must win tonight, and then they must beat Sunderland next time out. In fact, that's this coming up this week, actually, the 17th, that game. And of course, West Ham were due to play Anderlecht. This should have been the 4th and final game in the Premier League International Cup for the Hammers, but the Anderlecht game was called off due to a frozen pitch. Now the ball's over onto the left-hand side for Dortmund, who just look like they're starting to grow into the game a little bit more. West Ham had better possession in the opening 10 minutes or so, but the last 5 minutes Dortmund look like they're gaining in confidence a little bit here. And Jonas Feddersen back to Aaron Held. Ball goes out. It's going to be a Dortmund throw. Starting to gain yards inside the West Ham half now. The ball sort of camped now. What can the Hammers do? Can they find a way back into this one? 2 games so far played in the competition. 2 defeats. 4-0 defeat against Athletic Club. 2-1 against Sporting last time out. In fact, for West Ham, it has been a defeat, a win, a defeat, a win, and a defeat in the last 5. No clean sheet in the last 3 in all competitions for West Ham. But they have scored 9 goals in the last 4 in all competitions. So they're not shy in front of goal. 5 of those, of course, coming against Aldershot in the National League Cup just before Christmas. I was on commentary for that one. You may well have joined us. The ball's whipped down and well controlled. What a brilliant tackle. It's Akpata there. He did so well to win the ball off Diallo, and now it's pushed forward. It's going to be a bit of a foot race. Josh Landers charging forward, and Landers almost got the better of his defender there. And number 18, Romeo Ritter. Richard M wants a shout out for the Moldova Hammers. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from tonight. If you're in the UK, whereabouts in the UK. If you're overseas, I want to know where you are. And I've got a quiz question coming up for you very shortly indeed. They're just for fun, but nice bit of skill by Dortmund here, trying to charge forward, but there's nobody forward, and West Ham pick up the ball. 18.5 minutes, it goes so quick. Here is Diallo now on that right side. Spanish youth international. Here's Krevson. A little bit of space now being made by Borussia Dortmund. Here's Fahrenhorst. Wasn't due to start this game. It was supposed to be Musa Kaba, but got injured in the warm-up, so there's a slight change to the Borussia Dortmund lineup. Space on the right side. Dortmund charging into the box now. Is there a way through? It's whipped across, but they can't quite get a yellow head to it. But Dortmund come again. Little ball dinked over the top. Too much on it, and Worcester will quite happily just watch that one go out. And it is a goal kick for the Hammers. Well, what have you made of it so far? Let me know in that live chat. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. There's a lot of football coming up. In fact, the senior side take on Tottenham this Saturday away. The women's side travel to Newcastle this Friday in the Women's FA Cup. The under-21's next game against Chelsea this Monday. And the under-18s are in action in FA Youth Cup this Friday at Goodison Park. I'll be in commentary for that one as well. You can watch that game live here on the West Ham United YouTube channel. So if you fancy tuning in and see how the under-18s get on, that is, make sure you don't miss it. I imagine a number of these players will be part of that squad as well. So a lot of you getting in contact. Paul's watching in freezing Bulgaria right now. Ball comes into the box, it's pushed forward, it's a bit of a poor clearance by Held, but he gets away with it, and now Dortmund looking to sprint forward and break. Is the counter-attack on here? There's players on the overlap on the left, it's what they tried, but the ball fell to a West Ham shirt, and now Akpata comes away with it. We've got someone rooting on the Hammers from Northeast USA. A lot of you watching from the US. Jack3039 says Akpata is underrated. Yeah, absolutely. Kevin Webb is in Dagenham. He's 5 minutes away from the Chigwell Construction Stadium. You can probably still get down there, Kevin, if you fancy it. Mark's watching close to Moldova. Someone watching from Poland as well. Throw for West Ham. Puts the ball into the Dortmund half, but it's going to be picked up by the Dortmund defender. Goes back to Aaron Held in goal. Almost 22 minutes on the clock. 0-0 here. Chances at both ends. Best chance for Dortmund fell to Sabazi. Forced Tom Worcester into making a save. Had to palm it away from goal. Shot came in from the box. Wasn't too much power on it, and Worcester had it well covered. For West Ham, so on me, it was a darting run to latch on to the through ball. He just dragged his shot a little bit wide of the post. The two big opportunities in the game so far. West Ham had certainly enjoyed most of the possession in the opening 10 minutes, but Borussia Dortmund have started to really grow in confidence. Ionix is in Tonbridge. I've been to the Tonbridge ground, Tonbridge Angels, a couple of times. They play in the National League South. Free kick given in favour of the Hammers. And it's a yellow card as well for the challenge. Let's have another look at that. Yeah, just a late lunge, caught Jethro Medine. And it's a yellow card, first booking of the game. Stephen's watching from North Devon. Someone's watching from Mallorca. Somebody watching from South Africa. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Like I said, a lot of action coming up for the men's senior side, the women's side, the under-21s and the under-18s. So do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, so you don't miss any of the action. The under-18s in action this Friday at Goodison Park against Everton. You can watch that one live as well. Ball's over onto the left side. A shout of handball, but referee's not interested. Now it goes back to Akpata, who gives it to Fearon. Preston Fearon linking up well with Akpata. West Ham holding on the ball with Furucci looking to switch it over to the right hand side, and that, if he can keep it in, is an absolutely delicious ball. Unfortunately, it's just ran out of play, and Dortmund will get us back underway quickly as well. What a lovely ball onto the straight into the centre circle there. There's Sabazi who picked the ball up now. It's over onto the left hand side. He wants it back. He's run through over to the right hand side. It's almost an open goal. He takes a clip. What does the referee do? He waves it away. Worcester's scrambling, trying to get back, and eventually makes the save. Wow, high drama indeed here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. Let's have another look at this. The ball over onto the left-hand side. That's Albert who whips it in. There is Diallo. I thought he was going to load up first time, didn't he? Might regret not going straight away. I think he was screaming for a penalty. Sabazi was there again, but by that time, West Ham had enough bodies back, and Worcester eventually makes the save. Well, corner. Look at the rain coming down here in Dagenham. Greasy conditions. It's played short. Now it's whipped in. It's going to be headed away by a West Ham head. And again, it was Jethro Medine charging forward with it. As I said, he came on as a sub last night. Played every game for the under-18s last season, did Jethro Medine. Also represented England at under-17 level. Just like that, we're over halfway in this first half. It's amazing how quick it goes. I haven't even had time to read the quiz question yet, actually. So let's get on to the first one, shall we? We've got two for you tonight. And West Ham fans, this will test you. In total, the West Ham men's senior side have played 6 different German teams in European competitions. In fact, you won the 1965 European Cup Winners' Cup against a German team. Who were those 6 sides? Just drop those names in that live chat. There's no prizes, it's purely just for fun. But 6 times the West Ham men's senior side have played German opposition in European competition. Who are those teams? Bonus points have been guessed the year and the competition and all of that. And I'll give you the answers at half time. But Dortmund now trying to work the ball into the box under big pressure from the West Ham defence. Dortmund starting to get bodies forward now. West Ham again back camped in their own half. How will Diallo maybe regret not just loading up first time? The foul has been drawn in, and it's a second booking of the game straight away. Let's have another look at this. It was Dan Rigg, and the charging tackle coming in from behind. I'm loving the chat in the live chat. Do keep it coming in, everybody. Really appreciate it. Commentated on with Todd tonight, so do keep your comments coming in. I love hearing from you all. A lot of you getting involved. 27 minutes on the clock here. It's West Ham United under-21s 0, Borussia Dortmund under-21s 0 in the Premier League International Cup. It's match day 3 for both of these sides. And Borussia Dortmund out of the 2, the only ones that can still qualify. West Ham can only achieve a maximum of 6 points. That won't be enough. Sunderland top of the table, top of Group D on 7 points. And with Leeds and Anderlecht still to face each other, a draw would be enough for Leeds to take them on to 7 points, and a win for Anderlecht would take them on to 7 points. A win for Leeds would take them on to 9 points. So whatever happens, unfortunately, West Ham's Premier League International Cup journey will last tonight, and the game against Anderlecht, that will be it. But there's still a lot to look forward to. The quarterfinals, of course, of the National League Cup, and West Ham are the only under-21 side left in that. They travel to Boston United on the Tuesday the 27th of January, and of course the Premier League 2 season, the bread and butter, gets back underway next Monday. Dean, good guessing. Keep those guesses coming in for the quiz question. Remember, bonus points for years as well. They've played 6 teams in total, not just 6 times, but 6 different teams. And who are those German sides that West Ham men's senior side have played in European competition? And the free kick's been drawn in. It's Luke Fahrenhorst who won it. The number 16, as I said, he was due to start on the bench, but an injury in the warm-up to Musa Kaba has promoted him straight into the starting lineup for Dortmund, the number 16. Half hour almost up here. Dortmund with two good opportunities, really. Probably the one from Diallo when he worked his way into the box. Good shot first time. It might have been a different story, but he tried to take it beyond the West Ham defence and blast it into an empty net, but he was tackled instead. Yes, Finley says Dortmund is actually a mix of the under-23 and under-19s. Yeah, it is the Borussia Dortmund reserve team as they come charging forward. The shot comes in and Muster was wise to that one. I think it looked more ferocious than it probably actually was. It was Nick Cherney, the 18-year-old centre midfielder, with the shot. The man who joined Dortmund in 2023 from Bielefeld. So as I was saying, yeah, the Borussia Dortmund side, Borussia Dortmund 2, as they're officially known, it is the reserve team of the senior side. They play in the 4th tier of German football. They're actually relegated from the 3rd division last season, currently 5th in the table. And it's a corner now for Dortmund in the driving rain here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. 0-0 here. In comes the corner. Came off a West Ham head and just took it away from everybody. Can you keep it in? It's just going to run out of play. It's a shame. Riley Hagen could have been away there. It's always going to be a difficult bit of skill.
Guys, your half. Your half, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Marky boy, it's a good evening from Tenerife, flying in on Friday for Spurs away. Yeah, let's hope it's 3 points this weekend. The ball clicked on. Let's hope it's 3 points tonight as well for the Hammers. So they can't qualify. It's all about pride and an opportunity to play against European opposition and catch the eye of Greg Lincoln, and who knows, Fearon gives the ball away. Charging forward is Krevson. Fearon picks up the loose ball this time, but again just can't quite get his foot on it. Was that a shirt tug in there? Surely it was, and the referee calls the free kick for the Hammers inside their own half. Toby says watching from Norway at the moment, going to Greenland next week, then back to sunny England. Wow. Not so sunny, I'm afraid, Toby. West Ham hold the ball inside their own half. Switched over to the right side. Here is Ousmane Diallo. Space on the left side. Again, the ball comes into the box, and it's a dangerous one as well. Borussia Dortmund get up first, and the acrobats there from Inacio. I think it caught a few people by surprise, including myself a little bit here, because up ahead of everybody else was Krevson, and there was Inacio who acrobatically blazed high and over. I think he'll be a little bit frustrated with himself. He's better than that in front of goal with Samuel Inacio. I mentioned earlier that he's got 17 Italy under 17 caps. Within those 17 games, he's scored 13 goals. So he is certainly a key threat for the German outfit tonight. Dortmund again, they've just got stronger and stronger as this first half goes in. They're trying to work their way into the box. West Ham defence having to be on point. Nearly 35 minutes up here. Dave S is watching in Seattle. And Steve has asked me about ads on the live stream. I've got no say in that, I'm afraid, at all. The ball over on the left-hand side, a battling performance, and it was Jethro Medine seeing the ball out of play. Have another look at this. Oh, there was the slip. That was Sabassi. Well, so far, certainly taken Sabassi, Diallo have been standout players, I would say, for Borussia Dortmund. So Wunmi with the best chance of the game for West Ham. He latched on to the through ball, but dragged his shot wide. It's 0-0 here. And the ball is cleared away, but only as far as the number 19, Daniel Krevson. West Ham trying to win the ball back. They can't get out of their own half at the minute. It's going to be another Dortmund corner. The pressure is coming wave after wave at the minute. Cherney into the box, the shot comes in, there's a cluster of bodies, and eventually it comes off a yellow shirt, and it is going to be a goal kick, and West Ham can just breathe a little bit here, hopefully take a bit of pressure off the back line. A lot of you commenting saying, I'm sure we played yesterday the under-21s. Yes, we covered this earlier, but a lot of people tuning in constantly, so a quick reminder, yes, the under-21s did play AFC Wimbledon last night in the EFL Trophy. It's not unusual, though, to have back-to-back games, and only Dan Cummings, who's on the bench tonight. Tom Worcester was on the bench last night, as was Dimitri Kalal. They didn't play, but Josh Landers, Gabriel Calise, Jethro Medine all came on as second-half substitutes against AFC Wimbledon last night. So I imagine at some point I'd be very surprised if they play the full game here. Fearon on the overlap on the left-hand side, gets the shot in, but holds on to it well. Well, first shot on target, that really, for West Ham. As we mentioned, Sawumi dragging his shot wide a little bit earlier, but Fearon testing Aaron Held. Preston Fearon was the captain of the under-18s last season. He was at Chelsea actually before West Ham came to the Hammers at under-15 level. Dortmund over on the left side. It was Sawunmi who got the final touch. A Dortmund throw halfway inside the Hammers half. Just a bit of a heavy touch there from Sabassi, and now West Ham might be able to break here, can they? Here's Rick. Gives it to Fearon. A couple of players on the overlap on the right side, so Wunmi, so he's charging forward. Going to play it over the top, but here is Medine. It's well cleared by Dortmund. Kalau. A couple of players in the centre of the park. West Ham, if they could have just found it. But Dortmund come away with it, breaking on the left side. It's like he's managed to stay on side. Still going. The shot comes in. It bursts the back of the net. And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. And it's Inacio with the strike. He had a good opportunity a little bit earlier, and he missed that one, but he's made this one count. It's the number 8 there. That's the captain, Tim Dejanay, plays that through ball. I thought he was going to square it for Sabassi, but Inacio went for it alone. He beats Worcester, and it's West Ham United 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. It's still just 1 goal scored in this competition for West Ham United. It's now the 7th goal conceded, and unfortunately it does keep West Ham rooted to the bottom of Group D, but there's still a long way to go in this game. Well, as it stands right now, according to my maths, that goal will take Borussia Dortmund into 2nd place in Group D in the Premier League International Cup. If you're unfamiliar with how it works, there are 4 groups of 8 teams. So the top 16 from Premier League 2 last season automatically qualify. And then there's 16 invited European sides. The top 2 qualify straight to the quarterfinals, and it's a knockout game from there. Top of Group A is Real Madrid. Top of Group B is Borussia Mönchengladbach. Top of Group C is Dynamo Zagreb. And Group D, it's Sunderland. And at the minute, Borussia Dortmund 2nd, and they're coming again, and a shot comes in. Worcester palms it away. Unfortunately, it found a West Ham shirt. Rick linking up with Hagen. Now it's with Kalist on the left side. Gabriel Kalist. And last night it's gone down. The referee is just not interested at all. Now he's blown up. He's holding his head. Here is Gabriel Kalist. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Let's have another look at this. A couple of step overs there. He just looks like he shoved off the ball there by Jonas Feddersen. Gabriel Kalist is a Mauritius international. He's got 6 caps for Mauritius. Knows this stadium as well. Played for Dagenham Redbridge. Loan at Billericay Town as well. We're getting close to half time as well, aren't we? A quick reminder of that quiz question. West Ham United men's senior side have played 6 different German teams in European competition. Who are those 6 teams? And bonus points if you can guess what competition and what year. In fact, I can tell you in 1965 West Ham did beat a German side in the European Cup Winners' Cup final. Who was that? Can you tell me who scored the goals as well? That'll really test your knowledge. I've no doubt a number of you already know. Do keep getting in that live chat. I want to hear from you. Really do appreciate your comments coming in. As we start to get close to the break. And the Borussia Dortmund really from about the 15th minute have got stronger and stronger and stronger. The goal eventually coming from Inacio. Number 10. Now it's played over the top. Lander's got an opportunity to charge onto it, but Held waits for the ball to come into his hands. Well, Ed, that's some knowledge. Unless you've Googled it. I'm sure you haven't. As we said, the quiz question just for fun. I've got another one coming up in the second half for you, but more on that a little bit later. Ball goes all the way through to Tom Worcester. Well, in the German 4th tier, where Borussia Dortmund 2, as they're known, playing, they also have the second teams for Schalke and Mönchengladbach and Fortuna Düsseldorf. It is a strong league. As I said, they were relegated from the German 3rd tier last season, finishing 17th in that particular division. Currently 5th at the minute. 3 wins in their last 5 games in all competitions. Did lose last time out against Manchester United though in the Premier League International Cup. Mark Charlesworth Says Alan Seeley got them both. He did, yes. I'll give you that one now, actually. The 1965 European Cup Winners' Cup final. It was 1860 Munich 0, West Ham United 2. Alan Seeley with them both. And according to my research, there was 100,000 people packed into Wembley Stadium. Remarkable. You certainly wouldn't get that now, would you? As we get close to half time here. What have you made of the first half, everybody? Let me know in that live chat. Borussia Dortmund lead courtesy of Samuel Inacio. It's got to be said, Dortmund over the last 20 minutes or so, they've had large spells of possession, space on the left hand side for them to work into now. Diallo finds himself on the left. He was playing on the right a little bit earlier. He's covered pretty much every blade of grass here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. Free kick though, won by Fearon for the Hammers. Here's Akpata. West Ham just trying to work the ball out, trying to feed it into the path of Riley Hagen, who does pick it up. Did well to keep it in play as well. Dortmund come away with it. I'll be happy just to hold on to this now till half time, but dispossessed. Here's Kalist. Here's Akpata. Can't get the delivery in. Hustled and harried here by Krevson. And there we go. That is half time here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. It's handshakes for the Dortmund players. They will be delighted as they lead by a goal to nil. What have you made of that first half, everybody? Keep that live chat going. Just on that quiz question as well, I'll give you the answers now. I think a lot of they've probably all been posted anyway. But West Ham United's men's senior side have played 6 different German teams in European competitions. They've played FC Magdeburg, when they were an East German side, 1860 Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Eintracht Frankfurt, Freiburg and Bayer Leverkusen. In the 1965 European Cup Winners' Cup, that was 1860 Munich. The 1966 European Cup Winners' Cup quarter-final against Magdeburg. They played Borussia Dortmund in 1966, the semi-finals. In the 75-76 season against Eintracht Frankfurt. Again, Eintracht Frankfurt in the 21-22 season. Freiburg in the 23-24 Europa League season, and Bayer Leverkusen, of course, in that quarter final. That is it for the first half here. Just a quick reminder, we have a huge Premier League night under the lights. It's coming to the London Stadium on Tuesday the 10th of February as Manchester United visit East London. It's top flight football that you don't want to miss. Tickets start from £50 with junior tickets from £37.50. Secure your seats now at whufc.com/tickets before they're snapped up. I'm going to go get a cup of tea. I'll be back for the second half here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. It's West Ham United 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. Well, welcome back everybody. Second half about to get underway here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. West Ham United 0, Borussia Dortmund 1 in match day 3 of the Premier League International Cup. And the live chat has been keeping me really entertained at half time as well. A lot of you commenting on the music that we've had playing. So I need your suggestions, and everybody. What would you play? What music would you play instead whilst we get through half time? I'd love to know. Pop your suggestions in that live chat, and also let me know what you made of that first half. Do you think the Hammers can get back into it? You can see them just going through the final stages of preparation for this second half. It's West Ham 0, Borussia Dortmund 1. Do keep those comments coming in as well. It's going to be that man taken, Sabassi, who's going to get his back underway for Dortmund in the second half. He had a very lively opening 45 minutes. The man who joined from Schalke under-17s in 2024 was with Schalke since the under-13s, but now he's a Dortmund man, and we are back underway. A lot of you watching tonight as well. We do really appreciate your support for the young Hammers tonight. As we've said, there's a lot of games coming up over the course of the next week. The men's senior side take on Tottenham on Saturday. The women travel to Newcastle in the Women's FA Cup this Friday. The under-21s next back in action on Monday against Chelsea as the Premier League 2 season gets back underway. And the under-18s travel to Goodison Park this Friday in the FA Youth Cup. You can watch that one live on YouTube as well. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Here's Mathis Albert switching it over, trying to play it through over onto the left side, but Worcester whips it away, and it comes all the way back to Mathis Albert, the number 11 tonight for Dortmund. 16-year-old is Albert. He's actually from the USA, from South Carolina. Was with LA Galaxy before. A couple of good music suggestions here. Well, I say good, Steve. I don't think Baby Shark on repeat is quite going to cut it, I'm afraid, for our halftime music. Get your halftime music suggestions in. Who knows what might happen next time. Ball goes back. It's Akpata. Goes back to Worcester. The former Barnsley and Manchester United man has been dispossessed. It was Dimitri Kalau, had the ball taken off his feet, and there was the open goal. And I think it's eventually taken Sabassi, who did put it into the back of the net, and Dortmund double their lead just at the start of this second half. Let's have another look at it. Worcester gets the ball, he gives it to Dimitri Kalau. It's taken off his feet there by Albert, gives it to Sabassi. And if there is a player who does deserve a goal tonight, to be fair, it is taken Sabassi. And it's West Ham United 0, Borussia Dortmund 2. Well, how will West Ham respond to this? What does Greg Lincoln say to his side? That's steep mountain to climb has just got a whole lot steeper for West Ham, and Dortmund, their route to the quarter-finals might just be a little bit easier now. Charging tackle there. It was Diallo there, the number 26, who goes down for Dortmund. Free kick is given, he's held for the Germans. There's Albert again. He's causing all sorts of problems as Mathis Albert. Here he is, the number 11, into the box this time. Can he keep it in? He does, but it's straight into the arms of Worcester. Here's Sawunmi. Had the best chance of the game for West Ham in that first half. That's going to be a goal kick. Lavato wants full-on German hard techno for half-time. Maybe we should do it based on the country's style of music. It will be Anderlecht from Belgium up next in the Premier League International Cup for West Ham. I don't really know any any bans from Belgium. If anybody knows any bans from Belgium, do put it in that live chat. But it is unfortunately here. West Ham 0, Borussia Dortmund 2. Early stages of the second half. Sabassi firing into an empty net after an error at the back, has to be said. Dimitri Kalau had the ball taken off his feet by Mathis Albert. And there was Sabassi to put it past Worcester. It was Inacio in the first half for Dortmund, the Italian. And Dortmund double their lead here. West Ham United 0, Dortmund 2. 50 minutes almost up in the game. First 5 minutes of the second half almost up. Let's see how West Ham respond to this. They couldn't qualify for the quarterfinals anyway. It is really about pride tonight for West Ham United. 2 defeats prior against Sporting and Athletic Club. Means no matter what the result, even a victory wouldn't have been enough. Here come Dortmund, but it is an opportunity for the players to show what they can do in a busy period coming up for the under-21s. A lot of these players, of course, part of the under-18 setup as well. The ball's being taken off the feet. It's well by Akpata there, and now he launches the ball clear. So Akpata is a Dagenham boy himself. He was on the bench last night as the under-21s lost 4-2 to AFC Wimbledon in the EFL Trophy. There's a lot to be positive about, though, for the under-21s. Currently 11th in Premier League 2, but they do have a game in hand on about 4 or 5 of the sides above them. And, of course, they're the only academy side, the only under-21 side still left in the National League Cup in the quarter-finals there. They're away at Boston United on the 27th of January. And Boston United have got quite a nice little ground as well if you fancy getting yourself up to Lincolnshire. As Paul Gascoigne used to be the manager there at Boston United. Whipped over the top, and if anything it looks like Dortmund still with all of the energy at the minute. The rain coming down, as you can see here in Dagenham. It's been a wet day all over the country, hasn't it? Again, Dortmund win the first ball. Fed through to the captain Dejeuner. Now it's back over onto the left hand side with Albert, the man who's caused all the problems in this second half. Mathis Albert, he's trying to link onto the ball. He gets a shot, it's blazed just over. I think he's adamant it took a touch. He wants a corner, and it looks like he's going to get it as well. And he's up against Medine. Oh, lovely little bit of link up play there. In fact, did it come off the crossbar? I think Worcester might have made the save there. All the pressure again coming from the men in yellow shirts. It was really a 10-minute spell at the start of the game, the very start of the game, where West Ham were probably at their best. Since then, Dortmund have just got stronger and stronger and stronger. Inacio breaking the deadlock for Dortmund in that first half, and then right at the start of this second half, Sabassi blasting it past Worcester after an error at the back. Now the ball's over onto the left-hand side. Here is Ousmane Diallo. Can he keep it in? It's going to be a corner for Dortmund, and the pressure keeps coming. It's a wall of yellow constantly attacking the West Ham goal at the minute. Well, PJ Bradley's corrected me there. Gazza didn't manage Boston, he played for them. Yes, sorry, PJ. I thought he had a spell as player manager or something, but yeah, you're probably right. He was definitely at Boston though, wasn't he? Here comes in, Worcester gets there first, punches the ball away, but again it falls to a Dortmund shirt first. There's a captain over to the left side with Albert again, linking up nicely with the goal scorer Inacio. Here is Cherney, gets the shot in, but Worcester wasn't worried about that one, and it's dragged wide. Yeah, some of you saying crazy that Albert is only 16 years old. Yes, he is. Actually has French and German citizenship as well. His mother has German descent and his father is French, although he is American himself. He's got 3 caps and 2 goals for the United States under-18s. The number 11 tonight for Dortmund. He has certainly had his Weetabix at half-time, hasn't he? Thank you, PJ Bradley. Yes, he was player manager at Kettering after his spell at Boston. That's Paul Gascoigne. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Oh, lovely ball through into the box again, and the shot is wasteful from Taken Sabassi. He's already scored once tonight, but he's blazed that one high and over. Yeah, just confirmation as well, just a little note if anybody who's gone back and looked at the starting lineup. There was a change to the Dortmund lineup. Number 9, Musa Kaba, he was injured in the warm-up earlier, so he was replaced by Luke Ferrenhorst. Unfortunately, we didn't get that information until we'd actually already put the graphic up. So if anybody's going back and wondering why Musa Kaba isn't playing for Dortmund, it's because he did get injured in the warm-up. Was replaced by the number 16, Luke Ferrenhorst. Oh, 55 minutes up here. West Ham 0, Borussia Dortmund 2. And it's a free kick now for Dortmund. Pressure just keeps on coming and coming and coming. Ball's played over to the right side. Driven in low, but Fearon is there first. He takes his time to deal with it, and it's at the edge of the area. The shot comes in, and it's an absolute pile driver, but it's not going to count. Fearon is down hurt. Let's have another look at this. The ball's drilled in. There is Fearon there. I wonder if was he caught or something late. He was caught very late. The foul had been given. But it was Jonas Feddersen who blasted into the back of the net. He didn't know that when he shot. Let's hope Fearon is okay. Very valuable player for West Ham Academy, Preston Fearon. Whilst he gets back to his feet, I'm pleased to say he is back on his feet now. I do have a quiz question for you in this second half as well. And it's one that's going to test your German geography a little bit. So Dortmund, the city of Dortmund, based on population, is Germany's 9th largest city. This is based on population. So Dortmund, the city of Dortmund, is Germany's 9th largest city. Can you name what other 9 cities make up that top 10? So can you tell me the top 10 largest cities in Germany based on population? You know Dortmund is number 9, so can you tell me any others? Get into that live chat. Pop the name of the city in there. Some are pretty obvious, aren't they? In fact, I imagine you'll probably get them all. Don't Google it as well. This is just for fun. So don't ruin it and just go to AI or Google or whatever. But just have a little guess. I'll give you the answers a little bit later. So the top 10 largest cities based on population in Germany. Dortmund is 1. What are the other 9? There you go. Medine wins the head. Is there a way back into this for West Ham? At the minute, it's been all Dortmund in this second half. West Ham haven't really had a heavy spell of possession since the opening 15 minutes, really. Munich is absolutely correct, so yes. There we go, we need 8 more German cities. That was Akpata trying to charge onto the ball. He Again, Dortmund just holding possession. There's space on the left-hand side again with Mathis Albert. Albert, the 16-year-old American, into the box. Does he fancy having a go himself? But Medin tracked back well to make the block. And it looks like it came off Albert in the end as well. It's going to be a goal kick, much to the relief of Tom Worcester. And here we go, a change coming up now. Number 18 has gone off. That was Romeo Ritter, has gone off for Borussia Dortmund. The number 15 of Justin Hoy is coming on, and it looks like Nick Cherney going off as well, I believe. So a couple of changes for Dortmund, who lead by 2 here. Back underway. Worcester with the goal kick, and again Dortmund into the West Ham half. I say you guys are good in these quiz questions. Probably need another one. Here's Inacio, has a shot, and he was close. Samuel Inacio scored in the first half. He comes close in the second. It's Sabazi who gives it to Inacio. Takes the strike, just finds a little bit of space. Actually hits the post, doesn't it? And goes out. Shane's asking if there's any fans there. Yeah, there are a smattering of spectators inside the Chigwell Construction Stadium tonight. It is a pretty grotty night weather-wise. Rain has been consistent pretty much all evening, in fact all day really. Pretty miserable in the south of England, as I imagine it is up the rest of the country. If anybody's had any sunshine anywhere, let me know where, and that includes overseas as well. I just want to be a little bit jealous because I've just been in a downpour pretty much all day, and West Ham showing a bit of intent, trying to force the error from Dortmund at the back. They just look quite calm at the minute, Borussia Dortmund. West Ham need to try something. Need a little bit of creativity. That was Gabriel Kalist. Doing a little bit of... Rob Halifax says, you can tell it's a dull game when you're being asked against German cities. It's just for fun, Rob. It's just for fun. Here we go. Talking about changes, we've got a couple coming up now, and coming on is Thomas Jonler. It looks like it was that Dan Rigg, number 10, going off. So Rigg comes off. Jonler comes on. Looks like Landers is going off as well. Coming on. I didn't see the other one actually, but Josh Landers is definitely come off. It's not a huge surprise. Landers did play last night against AFC Wimbledon, so that was expected. Here's Dimitri Kalau, the Frenchman, whipping the ball over onto the left side. Is there any way forward? That's Dan Cummings. It looks like it was Dan Cummings who's come on. Well, Dan Cummings started last night against AFC Wimbledon. He's been see if he can make some sort of impact in this game. 19-year-old Scottish forward Dan Cummings joined the club from Celtic back in July. Here is Fujukwu trying to feed it forward, and I think that's is that Jonathan Unwin on as well, the number 18. I'll try and get confirmation of subs as soon as I can see them. Nice little flick on. Cummings trying to charge to it, but the substitute of Nicholas Koenig for Dortmund got there first. Holding on to the ball now is Tim Dejenet, the 19-year-old defensive midfielder. Been with Dortmund for a long time now, represented the under-17s and under-19s as well with the German Giants. Toby said he had sunshine in Norway about 30 minutes ago, but the ball's coming into the box. Here's Inacio again, trying to square it into the box. So Wumney picks up the loose ball under pressure from Albert. So Wumney and Albert going toe to toe. So Wumney goes down under the challenge and wins the free kick. Does really well. This one's got snow in Vienna. That's not a huge surprise though, is it? It's gotten a lot hotter here in Belgium apparently as well. Very nice. As we said, the Premier League 2 campaign gets back underway for West Ham coming up this Monday night. In fact, they haven't played in Premier League 2 since the 7th of November. A 3-0 win over Liverpool. Chelsea, the opponents, coming up on Monday. They currently sit 11th in the table. Played 9, won 4 of those 9 games, drawn 3, lost 2. Scored 18 goals, 15 points so far, 7 off the top, but they do have a game in hand on a number of teams above them, to West Ham. I appreciate you keeping me up to speed with how the weather is up and down the country and overseas as well. Anywhere in the UK seems pretty wet. Here's Sowumni over on the right side, gets there second unfortunately, and Dortmund can come away with it again. That was the captain, Tim Degener, got there first. They do look quite calm and composed on the ball. Here's Albert, who's having the second half of his life here. Mathis Albert, number 11 for Dortmund. Back to captain Degener. Gang asked what is Inacio's position. He's drifted wide a lot. Thought he is a striker. He is a striker, yes. He does like to play as a winger though. He's comfortable as attacking midfielder. Sam Inacio, just had to revert back to my notes there, so apologies about the pause. Here is Albert now. Toby, yes, you're right. I didn't pick up on that at all. But I said I had sun for about 30 minutes. It's pitch black right now. Of course it is, yes. I didn't pick up on that, Toby. You're absolutely right. You definitely didn't have sun 30 minutes ago. Here is Jonas Feddersen, 18-year-old centre-back, also represented Germany at under 18 level. Throw now for Dortmund. Sabassi and Krevson linking up, but dispossessed this time, and West Ham pick up the ball with the throw inside their own half. Robert's watching from North Carolina. Come on, you Irons. Get your messages of support in as well. I really appreciate you keeping me company in that live chat tonight, everybody. And now is there an opportunity with Fearon to break. Fearon over to Sowunmi on the right side. It is going to be a Hammers throw though. Heading over to take it is Medine. And down goes Sowunmi. And it's a free kick taken quickly for Dortmund inside their own half. Now switch to Albert on this left side. I've said that a lot in the second half. He's had an absolute blinder as the number 11 in this second half so far. Again works his way into the box, gets the cross in, a shot comes in, it's blocked, it's high and over, but it is going to be a corner, and it's that man taken, Sabassi again. He's already been on a score sheet tonight. The ball's driven in low, it's a bit of a scramble, now it's cleared. Dortmund on the left side again. Albert back to Inacio. You're right, he's drifted to this left side. Albert again up against Medine. Here is Diallo. Albert going toe-to-toe, manages to somehow get the ball into the box. The shot comes in, it's deflected away, and it's going to be a corner. That's Nicholas Koenig, the number 2. He's just come on. But again, made by Albert, wasn't it? It falls to the edge of the area. Nicholas Koenig gets the shot in, but it wasn't going to work its way through that cluster of West Ham bodies. But it's another corner for Dortmund in this second half. West Ham struggling again just to break away from Dortmund. They just seem to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger as the game goes on. It was floated over the top, but a West Ham head knocked it away. And we've got another couple of changes coming up here. Number 13. So Captain Tim Degenet is going off. The 13 of Miguel Ajay is coming on. I'll just wait to see who the next change is. Number 20. That's Tom Faust is coming on. And there goes Tim Degenet. He's the captain. He's just gone off. Tom Faust has come on. There he is, the number 20. And as you can see, a brief pause in play. Whilst we've got that, just a quick reminder that we've got some massive home fixtures coming up and some great value tickets available right now. You can bring the whole family to London Stadium as we host newly promoted Sunderland on Saturday the 24th of January in a 12:30 kickoff. Tickets are available now with adults from just £35 and kids for only £1. It is a great day out for the family and a chance to roar on the boys at home. Get your tickets today by visiting www.whufc.com/tickets. Just remember that quiz question we've got for you as well. Can you name the 10 largest German cities based on population? Dortmund is one of them, hence the reason for the question. Can you name the others? A couple of interesting things about Borussia Dortmund as well. The senior side of the 8-time German champions. Here's another little quiz question for you, actually. Borussia Dortmund won the Champions League in 1997. Who did they beat in the final? So who did Borussia Dortmund beat in that final? I just saw there. It looks like Emmanuel Fujukwu is going to go off here. And that's a real shame for the youngster. He's just 15-year-old playing for the under-18s. And it looks like he is going to have to come off the pitch. Looks like we're going to see a couple of changes here as well. The number 16, Isaac Thomas, is coming on. Just seen that one. So I can tell you, Isaac Thomas is definitely coming on. We know Emmanuel Fujukwu is coming off. Confirmation of that change. So Fujukwu off. Looks like he's injured as well. Let's hope it's nothing too serious. And off goes Riley Hagen and Joel Kerr. Looks like the player coming on. Joel Kerr's a 16-year-old forward, joined from Glentoran in July. He's a Northern Ireland under-17 international. 4 goals for the under-18s. And Isaac Thomas as well. I believe he's a Welsh youth international. Scored against MK Dons in an academy game back in May. 73 minutes on the clock already. I can't believe how quick these go. Toby, you're absolutely spot on. Borussia Dortmund did beat Juventus in the 1997 Champions League final. That's absolutely correct. The ball's poked through and Aaron held in the Dortmund goal. We'll just let that run out and it's going to be a goal kick. I might as well give you the quiz question answers as well. The top 10 German largest cities based on population. Berlin is number 1, 3.8 million. Hamburg is 2 at 1.9 million. Munich, 3rd at 1.6 million. Cologne is 4th, 1.1. Frankfurt is 5th at 800,000. Stuttgart at 630,000. Dusseldorf is 7th at 620,000. Leipzig is 8th, 610,000. Then it's Dortmund, 9th, 600,000. And Essen is 10th, 590,000. There you go. That's your quiz question answers into the starting again deeper and deeper into the second half. In fact, we've only got just over 15 minutes left on the clock. Is there a way back into this for West Ham United? We're going to find out over the course of the next 15 minutes or so. And as ever, a big thank you to all of you for getting in contact. A lot of action coming up across the West Ham United YouTube channel. But more on that in a minute because the ball's been worked into the box again for Dortmund. Shot come in, it was blocked. Danger's not quite cleared yet. Again, Albert trying to feed it through to a Dortmund shirt, but West Ham just about managed to deal with it. It's been picked up again by the men in yellow. Lovely ball fed through. Worcester's off his line quickly. Gets the slightest of touches to it, and it's blasted into the back of the net. But the flag has gone up and it will not count. That's the number 15, that's Justin Hoyt. Doing some magnificent work. Lovely little bit of skill to feed it through. I think it was Sabassi again. And the shot came in. It was deflected into goal, but the flag had already gone up. It's twice now Dortmund have had the ball in the back of the net and it's been chalked off. It remains West Ham United under-21s 0, Borussia Dortmund under-21s 2 here in match day 3 of the Premier League International Cup. The answer was Juventus, by the way. That's who Dortmund beat in the 97 Champions League final, played in Munich. .75 minutes played, and it could well be a third straight defeat in the Premier League International Cup for West Ham under-21s. It's not quite over yet, and there's still a lot to look forward to with the resumption of Premier League 2. And of course West Ham, the only academy side left in the National League Cup, up against Boston United in that quarter-finals, taking place on the 27th of January. Ball's into the box, it's nipped away, it's going to be a corner. Well, current Leeds United manager Daniel Farke used to be the manager of Borussia Dortmund too, back from 2015 to 2017. He only lost 6 of his 56 games in charge of Dortmund's second team. Here is Adji, the sub, gets a shot away, it's high, it's over, it's not going to trouble Worcester. His first meaningful contribution since coming on, the number 13. And looks like we've got another change coming here. Akpata is making his way off the pitch. So off goes time on Akpata. And coming on, that's Jonathan Unwin, who's just made his way on to the pitch for the Hammers. An 18-year-old, he's a high-energy midfielder. And the Hammers need a little bit of extra energy now. Dan Cummings with the challenge. It's been given as a foul, and Dortmund will play it quick. Back to held in goal. Jonathan Unwin came from the Emerging Hammers programme into the youth setup. Now Dortmund have it on the right side. Again, thank you to all of you for keeping us entertained in that live chat. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate your support for the West Ham under-21 side tonight. They did play, as we mentioned, against AFC Wimbledon last night, losing 4-2 in the EFL Trophy. but league action will resume very, very soon. Been doing a little bit of loan watch as well for the West Ham Academy players. George Earthy's just gone out on loan at Bristol City. There's Tom Worcester with the ball in his own box and have to clear that quick. Nice bit of skill. Feeds it through to the substitute Unwin. Now it's over on the left side. Unwin picks up the ball. Again, now West Ham just gaining a little bit of yards. Here's Joel Kerr. His first meaningful touch since coming on. Unwin, the two subs linking up well here. Theron. Gives it to Kalist. And the pass is not quite got enough on it to get to Medine. And Dortmund again win back possession. It's back with Held in goal. And now it's put forward. It's won well actually by, I think it's Diallo there. It's like a little bit of shirt tugging, but West Ham get the throw and get things back underway quickly. Unwin. Here's Kalau. Spent time at Paris FC before joining the Hammers. Here is Gabriel Kalist. He does really well there. Unwin wanted to take the free kick quickly, but the referee's not having it. He wants it played a little bit further back. Here's Thomas to Jonla. Referee blows up here. I was talking about my loan watch I've been doing for the academy players. I mentioned George Earthy's. He's just gone back out on loan to Bristol City. He was there last season as well. Had a fantastic spell. Christian Hegyi, the goalkeeper, he's just gone on loan to Hungarian top flight side MTK Budapest. Callum Marshall, he's actually gone on loan to Germany. He's gone to Bochum, who play in the German second division. Now look at this, a charging run from Adji. Fires it to the edge of the D, but too much thrust on it and it can't be controlled. And West Ham clear their lines. Another player who's just gone out on loan, Junior Robinson, has just gone on loan to Boreham Wood. He made his debut for Boreham Wood in the FA Cup on Saturday against Burton Albion. And I'll be with Boreham Wood next Tuesday against Scunthorpe United. And it looks like we've got a change now for Dortmund and taken Sabassi. He goes off. He's contributed in this game, scored the second goal for Borussia Dortmund. The error at the back, and he blasted it past Tom Worcester. Just a minute or so into this second half, that made it 2-0, and that's where we are at the minute with 8 to go on the clock. And coming on is Thierry Tezemeta. Starting to get to the closing stages here. What have you made of it? Let me know. Here is Unwin. So I just said in the live chat actually, 18 is a very talented player. Jonathan Unwin is. He's only been on the pitch 5 minutes or so, but already he's probably touched the ball more than any other West Ham player in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Sawunmi whipping it over to the left side. Here is Kerr. Unwin again. Kerr back to Jonathan Unwin. Here's Sawunmi. Probably the best chance of the game for West Ham in the first half, but dragged his shot wide. Sawunmi over to the right side. Here is Medine. Whips it into the box. The shot comes back in again. It was Sawunmi with the shot. It was blocked. Well, it was certainly heading on target. And now Albert comes away with it for Dortmund. There's space on the right side to break into. Albert was charging forward, wanted the ball through. He's offside, so he won't touch it. The play continues. It's squared. It's just chipped over by Dimitri Kalau. And I think Albert just leaving the ball. He knew he was going to be offside, and thank goodness that Kalau was there. Otherwise, Thierry Tezemeta would have had the easiest goal of his career. I think it was squared through by Justin Hoy, the number 15 there. But Sawunmi, just almost a couple of the West Ham players just stopped dead as it went through. Another corner for Dortmund. It's drilled in low this time, as far as Albert in the D. Back it goes this time. Here is Inacio. Nagy picked up the ball for Dortmund. Sometimes it almost looks as if Dortmund have more players on the pitch. A shot comes in, it is wide. It had Worcester a little bit concerned there. Mathis Albert, the star of the show in the second half, really. Worcester gets us back underway as we move into the final 5 minutes here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium. West Ham United under 21s 0, Borussia Dortmund 2. And if it stays like this, Dortmund will go second in Group D. It's fed through. It's a lovely ball through, and it's a superb late tackle there by Dimitri Kalau. Have another look at this. It's Diallo working his way through, charging forward as Tezemeta, and Kalau with an absolutely superb challenge. And it's another corner. And they play it quickly and short for Dortmund. The German Giants looking to seal the deal here. Unwin got there, the shot comes in, it's whipped high and over into the Dagenham Redbridge logo behind. Dortmund itself as a city was founded in the year 882. It's in an area also known as the Rust Belt due to the Western cities' industrialisation. If you've ever been to Dortmund, let me know as well. I've never been. What was it like? 86.5 minutes on the clock. Is there a late comeback for West Ham? It's got to be said, Dortmund have really dominated proceedings in this second half. Sam Inacio and Taken Sabassi, the goal scorers tonight for Dortmund, who will still harbour hopes of making it through to the quarterfinals of this season's Premier League International Cup. At the minute, unfortunately, West Ham are bottom of Group D, with no points to the name. Just scored the one goal so far in the competition. That was Lewis Orford against Sporting. That was a 2-1 defeat that day. Lost 4-0 away at Athletic Club. However, just before Christmas, West Ham under 21s did beat Aldershot Town by 5-1 in the National League Cup. Still a long way to go this campaign. Premier League 2 action getting back underway. Just a quick reminder, the men's senior side away at Tottenham this Saturday, 3 o'clock. The women travel to Newcastle this Friday in the Women's FA Cup. As Dortmund again gaining yards, working their way into the box. This time it's Thomas who clears it away for the Hammers. For the under-21s, it's Chelsea at home this Monday, and this Friday night the under-18s go up against Everton at Goodison Park in the FA Youth Cup. You can watch that live on the West Ham United YouTube channel, so if you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. 88 minutes, the ball was at the feet of Aaron Held, and if you fancy getting yourself down to the London Stadium to watch Manchester United, you can do. It's going to be a huge Premier League night under the lights on Tuesday the 10th of February. Manchester United visit East London. It's top flight football which you don't want to miss. Tickets start from £50 with junior tickets from £37.50. Secure your seats now at whufc.com/tickets. Toby says Dortmund was a class place to go. Just don't get lost, it looks like. And Dortmund again looking to break on this left side to the edge of the D, and a no-nonsense clearing this time from West Ham, and Cummings is going to chase it against Koenig. And it's Cummings into the back of the net, and the substitute Dan Cummings gets on the score sheet. Well, maybe West Ham can work their way back into this one. And it's just the second goal of the tournament. There was that bit of hesitation from Koenig there, wasn't it? And Dan Cummings, well, he doesn't need asking twice. And Dan Cummings fires West Ham back into this. Well. West Ham United 1, Borussia Dortmund 2. We're in the 90th minute. Could West Ham snatch a point? It was always for pride tonight for West Ham. No matter what happens, even a victory wouldn't be enough to see them have any chance of progressing to the quarterfinals of the Premier League International Cup. And they've just given themselves a bit of a lifeline. 5 minutes added on at the end of the game here. 5 minutes for West Ham to see if they can just find a way and grab an equaliser. It was a mistake at the back from the number 2, Nicholas Koenig, which allowed Dan Cummings to blast the ball past Aaron Held. And it's West Ham 1, Dortmund 2. We've seen a couple of areas at the back. Borussia Dortmund's second goal came due to an error from Dimitri Kalau, and West Ham's goal has resulted from the same, from the number 2 this time, Nicholas Koenig. 2-1 to the visitors. Fearon heads on over quickly, he wants to get this taken. Corner in the driving rain here in Dagenham. Only takes a moment, doesn't it? Especially when Dan Cummings is on the pitch. He's had a busy 24 hours. Played against AFC Wimbledon last night in the EFL Trophies. Came on as a second half substitute, and he scored tonight. It's a good delivery into the box. The shot comes back in. It's into a cluster of bodies. It could have gone anywhere. Unwin with it. And Dortmund managed to get the ball away. Number 20, Tom Faust, has gone down hurt here for Borussia Dortmund. Let's have another quick look at this show. It was a good delivery from Fearon. It could have gone absolutely anywhere. Unwin firing the ball back in. A bit of scrambling there from Dortmund, but they get away with it, and it's Inacio who eventually just knocks the ball forward. West Ham coming again. It's into the box, a little bit of space. It's Fearon, and that's a shot. It's high, it's over. It's into the main stand at the Chigwell Construction Stadium behind the goal there. Or was that the moment? Well, Paul's commented saying not bad seeing it's our B team. Yeah, it is worth noting a number of the players you would expect to start did play against AFC Wimbledon last night. In fact, I can tell you the team. Finlay Herrick was in goal. This was last night for the under-21s against AFC Wimbledon. Herrick was in goal, and it was Briggs, Golan-Beckis, Oyebade, Bartram, Orford, Conte, Clayton, Ajala, Adieli and Cummings. That was the starting lineup against AFC Wimbledon last night. So it was never going to be the strongest of strong sides for the Hammers tonight, but they're still in this. 5 minutes added time was to call, so still 2 minutes to go. And the ball's over the top. Worcester gets it. Still a chance here for West Ham. Can they do it? Can they come away with a point? Dortmund again looking to attack with Albert. Now it's over onto the right side. I believe it's Diallo, but not sure what the intended target was there, but Worcester's quite happy to snatch the ball up. Throw for West Ham. Just over a minute to go here in injury time. Don't forget you can watch the Under-18s live on the West Ham United YouTube channel this Friday. Game at Goodison Park. I'll be on commentary for that one. So again, we'll have a couple of quiz questions and keep me company. Really do appreciate it. West Ham trying to get the ball forward. Oh, it's a wasted pass. Here's Krevson now. Danilo Krevson, the 20-year-old attacking midfielder, is actually Ukrainian. The number 19 for Borussia Dortmund tonight. Was part of the Shakhtar Donetsk under-17 setup. Throw for West Ham. Is there one more chance? 5 minutes are up. The 5 minutes of extra added time are up. We might just get another 30 seconds or so, and this really is it now for West Ham. Last chance. Here's Medine. Jethro Medine. Just get the ball into the box. Still an opportunity. It's been Sawunni, and that is the full-time whistle, and it's the light for Dortmund in Dagenham. It's West Ham United 1, Borussia Dortmund 2, and Borussia Dortmund goes second in Group D. Their hopes of making it through to the quarterfinals of the Premier League International Cup are still there. For West Ham, it's the third straight defeat in the Premier League International Cup. However, there's still a lot to look forward to. Premier League 2 action gets back underway next Monday against Chelsea for West Ham under-21s, and we've still got the National League Cup quarter-final against Bristol United to look forward to. There's a lot of football that's still going to happen. A big thank you to all of you for getting in touch with me on that live chat. I really hope you enjoyed it. I've been Ian Waterhouse. I'll be back on comms for the Under-18s this Friday. Thank you so much for watching here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium in the Premier League International Cup. It's finished West Ham United 1, Borussia Dortmund 2. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.